What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Thursday MLB edition of my DFS podcast. Last night we swept the main slate, cash, hybrid, GPP, and Yahoo lineups. All cashed in easily. Cash put up 251 thanks to Lucas Giolito dealing against the Cubs, getting 10 strikeouts, and then we had that Milwaukee stack with McCutchen, Yelich, and Colton Wong, and then obviously Rowdy Tellez had an absolute mammoth of a game. 4 for 6, 2 homers, 8 RBIs, 67 fantasy points. I put Tellez on all FanDuel lineups last night, which ended up working out really well, and the Brewers during the day here in the early slate are slapping around the Reds once again. So the Brewers are running hot. And we had a really good night there. NBA ended up just missing. We've gone through a little bit of a slump on NBA over the last few days. We have no NBA tonight. Just the perfect timing for us to just take a nice night off and get back to it tomorrow. We still have had a pretty good playoffs overall, but this week just missing. It seems like, it's a big boom or bust kind of thing when there's only 2 games. And you have to settle with guys like Danny Green, and like Mark Struess on the Heat. Those 4K guys, you just never know what you're going to get, whether it's 10 or 20. And then we had Dylan Brooks a couple of nights ago who had that early flagrant, and he actually just got suspended not too long ago for Game 3. So there's going to be some extra usage for the Grizzlies there. Let's get into today's video, though. We have 6 games on the MLB main slate. It's kind of split up in a weird way today. I'll tell you why in just a second. Before I get into my picks, like this video, make sure you're subscribed, and let's have another huge MLB main slate here tonight on this Thursday. So this slate's funny. We have 6 games. The first 3 games are the offensive games. The second 3 games are the defensive games. You have an 8.5 total in, I think, Minnesota, Baltimore, Detroit, Houston, and Philly Mets. And then the last 3 games, you have nothing higher than a 7.5 over-under. You got a ton of pitchers' ballparks: San Diego, Seattle, San Francisco. These parks see low over-unders all year long, and you have some pretty good pitchers in these games. You got Logan Webb against Mikolas in that Giants and Cardinals game. And then for the Seattle-Tampa Bay game, you have Robbie Ray and Mcclane Lehan. And then, not so good of pitchers in this game, San Diego and Miami. But Luzardo can be really good at times. And then Nick Martinez, I have no idea. But it is San Diego. Definitely a purchase ballpark. So you want to look towards bats in the first 3 games of the night. And then maybe pitchers in the second 3. So for pitcher today, I do like Mcclane Lehan. Mcclane Lehan, however you say it, it's an absolute mouthful. He's an absolute stud for the Rays, the number 1 in this rotation. He's young, and he has shown some really, really nice consistency going all the way back to last year. He's been really good all year long. He gets a bunch of strikeouts. He's averaging 8 strikeouts a game so far this year. He hasn't gotten lower than 7 in a game. So this guy's a strikeout machine, and as you know, in DFS, strikeouts are crucial. I like spending up on him over Logan Webb because Webb hasn't been so good lately. He's had some decent fantasy point games over the last couple of games, but, he's given up a combined 18 hits over the last 2 games. The Cardinals have been pretty good offensively to start this year. I'd rather go with Shane on the Rays in this matchup at Seattle. Then for the bats here, let's look at Jorge Polanco. There's no confirmed lineups yet, but I'm just going off of what we can assume. Polanco and the Twins are in a great spot tonight against Spencer Watkins of the Orioles. They're right atop of the list in highest team run projected totals here. Polanco's too cheap at 3,100. He's a switch hitter. He'll be batting in the heart of this lineup. So he's a great play. He can play second and short. And then that'll lead us into our second infield play, Carlos Correa. Just $100 more, 3,200. Too cheap. He's starting to get it going. 2 doubles a couple of games ago. Hit a homer last night. And he's on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 game hitting streak. So this guy's going. If you've played DFS in the last few years or so, Carlos Correa is like a $4,000 player. He's not a $3,200 player. It's a great matchup here at Camden Yards. The Twins, like I was saying, should be able to put up some runs tonight. Vegas likes them a good amount. For the outfield, let's go to Nick Castiano. So he's been fine to start this year on his new team with the Phillies. I don't know why he's $3,400. Like Carlos Correa, just underpriced. And if you've been playing DFS, same scenario here. He's a guy that should be $4,000 or maybe even a little bit more. He's one of the better hitters in the entire MLB. Hits for contact, hits for power. He's coming off of a 3-for-4 game with a double. He's gotten over 300 average. His home runs are going to be there. The Phillies are expected to score a good amount of runs here tonight at home against Taijuan Walker. Walker doesn't tend to go deep into games. So the Phillies should be facing a lot of relievers in this game. And Vegas also likes the Phillies a bunch tonight to score a lot of runs here at home. Then my last play, this is going to see, we got to see if Jose Altuve is going to play or not tonight, because that matters. He got pulled early with a groin injury. If he does play, he's the best value play on the board. He's $2,900. If he doesn't play, Chas McCormick will probably be leading off here tonight against the lefty Skubal. And, the Astros are right there too as one of the best teams to stack tonight. The Astros, Phillies, and Twins are the 3 best offensive teams here tonight. They have them projected batting 7th, but if Altuve is ruled out, there's a good chance he leads off in this game with the righty-lefty matchup. He's been leading off a lot this year. But if Altuve does play and McCormick, is in the back of this lineup, obviously not really a good play. We'll turn this play in this video to Jose Altuve. I'm just not sure if he's going to play yet tonight. So definitely something to keep your eye on for the Astros, because the Astros are also in a really, really good spot tonight.